Beth and I'm one of the educators for EQUITANA Melbourne 2024. Do you want to get rich, get fit, find the relationship of your dreams, and lift your horse into a frame? Well, I can't help you with the first three, but the last one, that I can help you with. Today, we're working with a paddock pony, who I have just renamed Teacup. So this is Tia, or Teacup. She is an 9-year-old Arab warm blood cross Arab, and she's come to us for some retraining, and we would really like to see her learn to lift into a frame. But first, one of the most important things when building shapes out of your horse is that a horse has 4 parts that we need to ride. We need to be able to communicate with Teacup's head and neck, her shoulders, her rib cage, and her hinds. If we can't communicate with one of those 4 parts, then we can't communicate with our entire horse. One of the most important things to think about is everything that I do with horses is about lifting and creating space for our horse. We create space, our horse lifts into the space that we create for it. This horse has also had a few problems or issues with understanding going forward and her balance of how to bend left or bend right through her rib cage and bring her inside hind under her belly. So that is what we're going to start with on the ground. I absolutely love this pony. I love how softly she backs up. But what I need to be able to do is take a breath in and lift her sideways, get that out inside hind, stepping under her belly before we turn and come forward on the circle. Because I use my motivator to sensitize that cue, I have to equally desensitize my motivator. I don't want to move my motivator and little Teacup go sideways. I need to be able to rub and pat her whilst we're doing our work. I also want to be able to lift into trot, or lift my energy up and trot on the circle with that same shape and bend that we established from the side step. And she is doing so well. If a horse can't do this on the ground, it will not be able to do it with you on its back. Like I said, she's so soft, so beautiful, and I love her to bits. Everything that we do with our horse is about building a language of cues, and we teach those cues one cue at a time. Now I'm trying to simplify in this video. I'm trying to make it short and sweet, but the 4 parts of our horse, the head and neck, our first cue that we want to be able to communicate is flexing left and flexing right. Our second cue that we're going to work on is shoulders. Now shoulders is wherever my shoulders turn. Oh, that's a bit trippy. Wherever my shoulders turn, that connects to the horse's shoulders. An open rein creates space for a shoulder, a closed rein closes a shoulder. If our horse doesn't understand that, they're going to run through your reins on the circle. Our third cue that we're really going to need to work on is, can we bend Tia's ribs? Bend them to the left, bend them to the right. And our fourth is, can we engage the engine? Can we lift and drive the engine forward? Can little Teacup bend and stop? Yeah. Second cue. Does my energy, my go seat, connect to my little Teacup's hindquarter, her engine? Inside leg back, breathe in, Go seat. Stop seat. I didn't think that'd work so well. Can my shoulders guide little teacup shoulders? And does she understand my leg cue on the ribs? The ribs need to be able to bend and move sideways from a soft closed door and an energy up cue. Let's see. Right leg on the girth. Yeah, I don't think that one works. But that's okay, because here's how we're going to teach it. We're going to bend. Sit up, move our hip, foot behind the girth. Change our leg to on the girth. Release. What a good pony! So now the question, if my leg's closed at the girth, oh, that was better. Okay, so I have a cue that can talk to her head and neck. I have a cue that can guide her ribs. My inside leg is the cue for the ribs. Oh, darling, I didn't even mean to put that on. My seat sets the rhythm, it sets the tempo, it sets the energy, and that worked with my go seat and my stop seat. There's only one other cue that I'm going to need to be able to shape my horse onto a circle and lift her up and forward to her contact. And that is my outside leg behind the girth. And this is how I school it. Can I flex to the left? Open to the left, lead the rib cage with my left leg, close my right leg, breathe in and wait, inside leg on, allow forward. Nice, good girl. The biggest mistakes I see most riders doing, and most people who come to me for coaching need help with, is they don't allow their horse forward. So out of that turn, when your horse is first learning, it's very important that we allow our horse to travel into space that we create. Once our horse is really confident and understands those 4 cues, then we can start to shorten up our contact, lift in our energy, and ask our horse to come forward to the rein. Forward to the rein. Oh yeah, it's $50 if you look at their head. Remember, you can't build an aid out of cues that you don't have. So make sure you can bend and flex. Make sure you can guide your shoulders. Make sure you can bend and lift your ribs. And make sure that your energy and your outside hind leg are connected to that engine. If those 4 cues don't work, then you won't be able to flex, guide, lift, and drive when you add them together. Happy training.